Now, if you remember in the last video with the Kia Stinger, we made over 480 wheel horsepower with very light mods added to the car. And for this video, we put on the entire catalog. This is an incredible video, especially because we set the world record. Hope you enjoy this video. We did it!
Chris just got the car all finished up with the off-road test pipes. Don't mind the smoke, it's just probably the fingerprints burning off, right?
No, that's the blaster to solve the rust.
Oh, anyways, that's the fingerprints coming off the downpipes. Go do some polls and see how she sounds. Never heard a downpipe Stinger before, so let's go check it out. The beeping and then just swishing of the fender liners dragging on the tire.
Gets out though.
Isn't it funny how it rips like that?
It's pretty fast.
It's really fast.
No, do your thing, do your thing.
Thanks to Chris at CM Builds for putting the downpipes on. We're gonna put on some 17s on the rear to see if they fit. Terry says that they might fit. I don't believe so. I think we can get away with 18 square setup on this car since it's an all-wheel drive. 17s do look nicer with a 275/40/17 setup, as those are the most common things when going with the drag setup on the rear. So let's go ahead and strap the Henkeys on and see if they fit. Sweet. Oh my god, this is like a toy. Alright, looks like we're hitting a caliper, rear sway bar, and link cred top. So, yep, doesn't fit. Terry doesn't mess around. He says this is a project car, do whatever we want. So, I'm gonna do my best to make it fit. Chop shit off, take stuff off, grind it, whatever. Let's get to work. So, we're getting closer. We're finding things that are getting to fit, just knocking them out one by one. So, it might fit, it might not, but we're gonna start grinding shit down now. Gotta get my safety glasses on now. Just grinding some Brembos, no big deal. We got the hub centric ring on, 17. Oh, yeah. And there you have it, folks, 17s. I mean, that's the sweet spot.
Yep, so
Okay.
we just got the 17s on. Looks like they fit. Definitely need a lot of modification. We pulled the sway bar end links out. We're probably just gonna pull the whole sway bar out. I'll try to get some shorter end links. We'll play with that. But 17s fit. So let's go ahead and order some 275/40/17s for the rear. We'll go ahead and play with the fronts next. I just finished putting on the rotors and the brake pads all around. So we're gonna go to the back. We're gonna check the wheel size difference and the weight between the 20s that were on the car and the 17-inch wheels that we just got. Let's go weigh it real quick. The wheels that I came with are some 20 by 10.5-inch width, and it's a 275/35/20. So let's go ahead and put it on the scale. 57 pounds. Now the NK is a 17-inch wheel. Put a 245/45/17 NT555R. So let's put it on the scale. See how much this thing weighs. 42 pounds.
All right, it's been a minute. What's the update on the Stinger? What are we doing today?
I am removing the front radiator support, all the crash part pretty much, it's all bent in the front. So the bottom parts and everything are okay. I'm gonna remove it. I got a brand new OEM part from Kia that we'll be swapping over so I can put all our bolt-ons, our intercooler, charge pipe, blow-off valve. We're gonna do the high pressure fuel pump from Fuel It Stage 2. We're gonna wrap all that up. We're gonna put it back on the dyno, again, with the new wheels as well. So we're gonna see if we can max out this setup with the stock turbo, see how much we can get before we do the single turbo setup and the head studs.
They done made me mad, I've been keeping calm, constantly keep making cash, I've been getting bag after bag after bag, presidential shit, I rap my Maybach matte black, call me Mr. Glock, shooters in the front and back, I'm on my Memphis shit.
Just like that.
Yeah, buddy. Let's swap everything over now and then we'll put it back. Before putting everything back on right now and test fitting back and forth, while that thing is light, I want to make sure it's square because right now it does not line up. I can't even get that on. So you can see it's buckled down here. I'm not a body shop, so I'm gonna try to like pull on it and hammer it out, but honestly like the easiest way, if that doesn't work, the easiest way is just to put the wheels on, pull it back over there,
put one of those dyno straps on it, strap it to the ground, just like, you know, just one click at a time and just start pulling on it. I don't know, hopefully that works. We'll find out. That's the fun part of these junk cars.
Yeah, we'll see. After enough beating, the Stinger finally gave up. And as you can see, we have now lined the holes up pretty damn good.
You're going down your resume, you add body shop.
Body shot, there you go.
Let's start putting things over now.
You've probably already seen that Payam has weighed the rear tires, and now we have the front tires. So we're gonna go ahead and weigh that, because we are gonna try to make this Stinger as light as we possibly can. The fronts weigh 55 pounds. All right, now for the dinky little 18-inch RPF ones. 45 pounds. So we've lost 10 pounds per wheel.
Again.
So we've lost 40 pounds on the car.
Rotational mass.
Wait, what's that box?
Which one?
That one. What is this?
Oh yeah, that just came in today, the precision turbo for this car. So we ordered the 6266 next gen. It's not the Gen 2 that's normal, it's the next gen series that's rated to 925 horsepower from precision. On the previous Gen 2 6266, I've made over 800 wheel on a N54. A 6266 at 37 PSI, 38 PSI, maxing it out, made like 815 or 816, yeah, on an N54. What's in the box? Yeah, bitch. The package is secure. Even a grown man can't open this shit up. The nut's different, the wheel looks different, the bearing feels much different. Wow. Technology gets better, aero gets better. We'll be using all our bolt-ons on it after we max out the turbo. We're gonna put the head studs, but all the fabrication and goodies gonna be for episode 3. So you guys better stay tuned when we put this on and fabricate it. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, since the last time we got the Kia, we've had basic bolt-ons. Now we've put our full catalog on, as well as some new parts that we still haven't put out yet. So let's go over the parts that we've added. We've got the light NK wheels, 17s on the rear, 18s on the front. In the rear, we have 245 4517 NT 555R with the R compound tire. On the fronts, we have 245 4018, some basic tires that we wanted to test out that were pretty cheap. So since this is an all-wheel drive car, we don't think we're gonna have any traction problems. Next up, we got the BMS intercooler. We got the BMS intercooler with the huge core. We're definitely gonna need this when we put the big turbo on, as well as the transmission oil cooler. This is gonna be very important when we're pushing the limits of the transmission, and we know we're gonna need to get that built. Don't worry, I got something up my sleeve for that. Anyways, we got the BMS charge pipe kit on as well. Full 2.5-inch piping on the hot side, goes to 3-inch on the cold side. That allows for maximum flow, and it also has methanol bungs and CPI bungs to make sure that we get all the pressure relief when the throttle closes. We added the tile blow-off valve with our adapter kit. This ensures proper relief from the turbo when releasing the charged air in the system. And the main thing is fueling. Of course, with higher power, you need more fuel flow and volume. We got the Fuel It Stage 2 high pressure fuel pump kit on there. So that, in tandem with the CPI kit, is gonna help us flow as much as we need for the stock turbos. When we put the big turbo on, we're definitely gonna hit some limitations, but of course, I do have something prepared for that as well. And just to go over everything, we got the BMS JB4 system, FSB CPI kit, BMS intakes, BMS inlets, BMS intercooler, BMS transcooler, Fuel It Stage 2 high pressure fuel pump, Fuel It Stage 3 low pressure fuel pump, a lot of OCC other maintenance parts as well, BMS charge pipe kit, BMS tile blow off valve, another mod that you cannot see I forgot to mention, off-road test pipes from CM Build. So now that I have the car strapped, let's go ahead and test it and see how much more power we can get from before and after.
This is JB4, map 6, 4th gear. JB4 map 6 on 4th gear on E50 made 491.97 wheel horsepower. We'll just round it up to 492 and 574 foot-pounds of torque.
Not bad results from before and after. Maybe a little bit of a spike from torque because it started a tad earlier, but overall we can see the gains are there. Since the car is making so much torque and power now, I think I'm gonna have to go up a gear into 5th so the runs are a little bit longer and we're able to put some more load on it and get more accurate dyno results, especially when we're gonna turn it up with big power on this single. Now we're just gonna go ahead, throw it in 5th gear, calibrate it, and let's do another before and after dyno. Again, these are no tuning changes. I haven't even changed the gas from inside of the car. This is literally before and after, same everything. So let's go ahead and do the same thing in 5th gear and see the results.
This is JB4 map 6, 5th gear, E50. 517.97 and 583 foot-pounds of torque. That is another 26 wheel horsepower gain.
And there you have it. Just like that, we made another 25 plus horsepower just by changing the gear. The log looks the same, boost is the same, around 21, 22 PSI peak. Timing is still on the 19-degree ignition map. So since we're very, very close to making the record, I believe the record is at like 540 or something like that. I don't know. We're pretty close. I think that's probably what the guys have been doing. That little sneaky thing going in 5th gear. So we're going to go ahead. We'll probably load up the Ignition 21 map with timing at 21 degrees. Let's see if we can make some more jam and see if we can hit that 530, 540 wheel horsepower mark.
All right, now before we move on to the Stinger and really see how much we can push out of it, little update on the M340. On Payam's M340, you're missing an engine. But why? Why are we missing an engine?
As you know, we have another build behind us. We got 2 race cars. So this one, we pulled the engine out so we can finally send it to Titan. A lot of you guys have been asking, which car do we think is going to be faster? Obviously, this car is going to be a lot faster, no doubt.
Smoking Mac with my uncle, call it Thrax. Yeah, I was 13, sneaking, geeking, drinking at the bus. A couple niggas play with us, we turned that ass to dust. Don't let them gas you up. Hardcore, no mask or gloves.
I think I might add fuel a little bit on the CPI side. I might raise fuel bias, but I'm going to ask Terry what he wants to do exactly. Maybe make no changes to see what it does, but it's up to him, you know. Not too bad. 522 wheel horsepower, and look at the IATs through CPI. It went down to 60. It's slowly climbing back up. Ambient temperature is 85 degrees in the shop based on the dyno jet, so gotta love it. Extra volume of fuel, you get that cooling, extra octane, the best of all the world, best of both worlds.
This is JB4, map 6, in 5th gear, full E85 with 21 degrees of timing. So we've now hit 527 wheel horsepower, 589 wheel torque on the Stinger. Now we believe the world record is around 530, 540. Payam's now installing EWG wires to see if we can just squeeze a little more horsepower out of these stock turbos and set the new record. We're so close. We're right there. Just a little bit more juice.
Hey, who want this smoke? I got bullets dropped in the church and the club.
Made 533 and that's still not enough, so what are you gonna do next?
So I think we probably need more fuel. I'm gonna add more fuel. We got that CPI in there with the 950cc injector, but that wasn't enough. I got a little thing handy. So hopefully that'll help us get the little bit of flow that we need for that bump, since we are on full E85, E75 on the dash mix. But anyways, let's go ahead and do this.
They done made me mad. I've been keeping calm, constantly keep making cash. I've been getting bag after bag after bag.
It's close, but it's... We're definitely getting there slowly, but it is like just the smallest steps. That was 535. 'Cause you can see here, 538 wheel horsepower, 655 foot-pounds of torque. And 44 wheel horsepower, 654 foot-pounds of torque.
Let me just double check the decimal.
Okay, check to the decimal.
We beat it, but
We did it! Yeah! This is the horsepower world record Stinger on stock turbos. And there's the graph, there's the proof. 544.56 wheel horsepower, 654.12 foot-pounds of torque. We did it. We're not done yet, obviously, because we're going bigger turbo, but where we stand for this episode, I think this is insanely incredible. And that's where we're gonna end here for the stock turbos on the Stinger. Now let's send it over to Terry real quick so we can get his evaluation on that last log.
Hey guys, Terry here. Been working with Payam on our Kia Stinger tuning, and I wanted to go over a few details on our record-setting stock turbo run. You'll note I'm using our JB4 Pro app. This is the new V132 version. I've made some improvements to how logging works. I've added an option for metric units for our international friends and a few other things. So that's coming soon. So the first thing to look at is boost. You'll see we hit a peak here of around 25 PSI. And you'll notice that at redline, we're actually around 22 PSI. Now, I have it on good authority that JB4 is not able to make this much boost at redline, so I thought that was really interesting. Next thing to note is AFR. Now, normally on this map, we'd run it around 12.7 to 1, but because we were trying to push boost so high, and because power wasn't dropping as we richened it up, we ended up riching it up into the high 11s, 12.0 range. That seemed to work pretty well. So anyone who's trying to really melt stock turbos, that might be a good strategy to have also, just to give you a little extra safety margin. On timing, you can see we're at 19 degrees here. The map is calling for a peak of 21. There's a small reduction from the adaptation reset, and then probably another one from the IAT difference. So overall, we're a little bit below target, but I think timing here, if anything, is maybe over advanced. For what we're doing, we could probably make the same power at 18. But when you're looking for every 10th horsepower, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Another interesting thing we have on here is coolant pressure. That's under aux 1. You'll see it starts here around 16 PSI, and it ramps up to around 25 PSI. Now we have the safety in the JB4 currently set at 25 PSI. I don't know if that's too high, too low. We're waiting for more feedback from customers, but I don't think that we leaked here, because if the head's lifted, we'd probably see a spike that's much closer to the compression in the engine, which is like, 50 or 100 PSI momentarily. I didn't see that here, so I think we're okay. But just be aware that's still an evolving area, and we're waiting for more data to come in. One last interesting thing in here is the app computes a 60 to 130 based off of the OBD speed. It's interesting to see how fast the car is with no wind resistance, 4.2 seconds. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, we've got a lot more coming for this car, so stay tuned.
Now, all that being said, we appreciate all the support that we have had with the Kia Stinger build, but it is not done yet. Now, while the life of the stock turbos have come to an end, we have something big happening next. Like Payam mentioned, we are now going big single.
And I'll tell you guys on the next episode why I decided to go single versus twins.
We'll make sure to drop an entire build list of everything that was on the Stinger down below in the description. If you too are chasing the same numbers that we hit today, make sure to follow our Instagram to keep on the updates with the M340 and its built motor coming very soon. We appreciate it. We love you all. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe and comment what you want to see next with the Kia Stinger. We hope you guys enjoyed this video.